What is going on, guys? Skip here and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with some red ball cricket as the Proteas come to town to take on the Three Lions at Lords. If you did join us last episode, you would have seen that India got wiped off the park in both the T20 and the one-day formats. Pjizma and the lads looking to get back into form for the test match summer. If we do have a quick look at the calendar, you can see that we do have the 3 test matches coming up. Not too much in between, a couple of 4-day games, but Pjizma and the lads have plenty of cricket to look forward to and get under their belt before another Ashes series and a World Cup. So good luck to the big fella today. He'll be putting his best foot forward. I'll catch us all at the toss. If you do enjoy Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll make 100 in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to Lords for this first test match between England and South Africa. The Three Lions will be looking to keep up their form from the previous New Zealand series, a series where they made 700, 600 and smoked the Black Caps off the park. A different lineup today, though, for the Proteas. The wicket looking nice and green as Big Wayno stands out in the middle to officiate this one. The coin goes up, tails was called, fails on this occasion. England win the toss, and on an absolute green seamer, the big red does not hesitate to have a bowl. Get that juke in your hand, lad, and fire right up. So here we go. Ervia Markram out in the middle. Pjizma's got the ball in his hand, and that is fast and in a good area to start. He managed to pick up a few dirty wickets with the white ball. Hopefully Pjizma's form can continue. He's into Ervia and he's playing and missing. He's straight in his grill as well. Good toss to win. That wicket is real green as he rolls in again. This time he's done him all ends up. Pjizma Pant on a heater. Last ball of the first over. Can we keep that ball hooping in? We're going. Ervia pushes out. He finds point for a dot ball. 1 over bowled at Lords, and South Africa are none for none. Not too sure how the South Africans have gone. It's Pjizma's first look at him as he's in for the first of his second, and Ervia watchful. He is slotting into this opening role quite well. He comes in again. Outswinger goes. Ervia slaps it to point. No run. Haven't really found the pads. Big Pij getting too much bounce, especially on these green wickets as he rolls into Ervia and he leans on this, a bog standard cover drive for a test match morning. He doesn't get the boundary. He picks up a couple that closes out the third, and South Africa is 6 for none. He has come off that injury as well, so we've got to be quite watchful in his spell as again, Ervia punches straight, no run. Solid start to the test match so far. Outswinger. So the outswinger finds the edge as Frenchie's down to fine. That's a filthy 4. Anything wide, he's going to slash. If we can just keep that 4th stump line just there, he's got nothing to do. The end of Pjizma's third, and it's 18 for none. But generally speaking, if you can get through the first session at Lords, it's not that bad to bat on as we get driven down the ground. That's a great shot from Ervia. He's going to pick up 4. Just tighten up our line to Wayno here. We should be okay. In for the last of his 4th. He tightens up and goes through him like last night's Kari. Good bowling. Well, Markram runs himself out and Pjizma gives him a 5th. He comes in again to the left-hander. He gets on the back Todd and he pushes to mid-off. He's just up in his pits having a sniff. The last of Pjizma's 5th and probably his spell. In swinging Yorker, anyone? He says no. I'll clip it off the toes to backward square, pick up a single, 9 overs bowled, and South Africa at 29 for 1. It was a long break in the end. In for the 42nd over. South Africa 139 for 3. Can Pjizma break this partnership as Mulder goes back and defends? Still giving him that gap at cover. Right-hander this time as he's jumping and defending, and Pjizma's in a good rhythm here. And the dot ball machine doing his thing as he's done. Mulder all ends up. That is a cracker. The 150 up for South Africa. Pjizma keeping it nice and tight as he's in, and there's a little bit of nibble off the surface. That's what we like to see. He's just a dot ball machine, the big red, keeping it nice and tight for his bowlers as Keegan flashes and misses, and there's another fucking dot ball. Another quick spell, and he's back into it. 192 for 4 this time. Still wicketless, in for his 9th, and then he's finding the edge through 3rd and gully for 4. Well, it breaks ya. It really breaks ya. He come in again and find it. No, he cuts him in half. The big red's putting on a show. In for the last of his 9th. He's got the ball going everywhere as Keegan Peterson's forward. He punches it down to mid-off 59 bowled, and it's 196 for 4. The tea breaks come and gone. Even test match on day 1 here at Lords as Pjizma gets short and he goes to hit Montgomery in the face. And just a couple of bounces early just to ruffle a few feathers as we're in, and he gets underneath it. Well bowled. You go back to finding his length. What good bowlers do. He's in this time. He's slashed backward point, picks it up. All the boys are taking off. What is happening? Oh, dearie me. 61 bowled. It's 204 for 4. Another wicket down. Pjizma just applying the pressure. In for his 12th. You can see he's just getting that nibble off the wicket. The last of his 12th. He's a dot ball machine, this bloke, as he's in. Peterson's leaving 65 a bowl, and it stays at 210 for 5. Peterson putting everyone to sleep. Can Pidge find something? No, he's back on his heels, defending again. Grow up. Peterson's starting to look leg side here as we hit him on the pads. We asked the question. I think it might have been too high, not out. But no LBW, and South Africa continue doing their thing. We're in on day 2 for the start of the 92nd as our first ball to Peterson gets hammered forward a square for 4, and he moves to 78. The two bean poles going at each other here. The 300 comes up for South Africa. Jansen leaving. Pjizma just running up and letting him know who's boss. The big fella just needs to shake it up here a little bit as he's into Jansen and he cuts him in half. There you go. He stands over him. That's a little bit better. Crowd get behind him now as he's into Jansen. Hits him on the pad. We asked the question. How was that? Not out again. And no need to go upstairs for it. He rolls in for the last of the over. This time he gets Jansen playing and missing again. 96 bowled, and it's 308 for 6. So Peterson out for under 100, and we've got the wicket we need. 334 for 7 as we roll in again, and Jansen's going to clip this to the keeper. Take a single. Can we wipe this tail up? Come on, Pish. Bring mid-off up underneath the helmet. Lengthen up Rabada. See how we go. That's good bowling. That is good bowling. In we go again to Rabada. He hasn't given up. As this time he finds the edge, it misses gully and goes for 4. Story of the innings. Well, that was about as frustrating as it gets. 150 play and misses, 0 wickets in the column, but South Africa bowled out for 362 in the 118th over. We're going to pick up play in the 53rd over. It's 215 for 3, so the top order have done the job a little bit. A Bazball, Kagiso, Marco, Markram and Norkie got absolutely nothing for us. The big 220-centimetre beanpoles coming out to make a stand at Lords. And here he comes, averaging 65 with 300s, 550s, and Geedy ready to do business. And Pjizma Pant says, bring it on. He's got the ring field with 2 slips, no gully, a fine leg, 2 mid wickets. As the right-hander's over and he gets one to nibble away first ball. Well, he can bat with a sense of freedom. He's got Joe Root down the other end on 63. As he gets a short one, he just punches it through mid-on. That's a beautiful cricket shot at 140 clicks. Does it pick up wheels and go all the way? Yes, it does. Show me your arms, Wayno. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Superb. High elbow. And absolutely lace through mid-on for 4. One of the great test match shots. A run rate at 4.2. The Baz ball mentality kicking on as he gets a length one, steps across, and he just makes Rabada think twice about where he wants to bowl it. In for the last of his 12th. Short ball, Pjizma standing on it, punching it to the man on the ring again, taking off. He's got this T21 day mentality about him. I love it. 54 bowled, and it's 232 for 3. Getting close to the end of day number 2. 241 for 3. Big Marco steams in, goes wide of the crease. Pjizma laces this to point, no run. We've managed to get to day 3, crawl our way to 24 off 29. Plenty of picket fences as Nortke's over and Pjizma just triggers across. We have been doing that all day and all night. Pjizma gets another one. The South Africans throwing the ball around. Plenty of seam to choose from as Mulder's in. He gets short and he hits Pjizma on the elbow. Well bowled. Trail by 105. Mulder looking to get tight. This time Pjizma steps across and bangs it out to deep backward square for yet another picket fence. Nortke and Mulder in a decent spell. He gets the short ball. Pjizma Pant and he bangs it backward a square. Has this gone all the way, Wayno? Show me your arms. I don't know. Pjizma has absolutely smoked this out the park. That has gone many a miles. Get your arms up, Wayne. Does Nortke want to get short this time? We trigger back. He does want to get short and Pjizma whips him off the legs. You're getting the same treatment, dude. This bloke can't be stopped. Oh, 6 more. He wanted it. He asked for it. And Pjizma said, yep, let me flick you beautifully into the crowd. Catch that. Oh, 40 off 38. The field goes out and he is having a party. Another short ball that he punches down the ground. Go and field that mid on. He has to step out from the ring. Does he come back for 3? No. Oh, Ashki Nortke. However you say his name. Short ball again. Pjizma gets on the back tight and he hooks him over square leg. Have some of that. He gets to 46 with another boundary. Well, the South Africans are not learning. Nortke comes round the wicket this time. Change of angle. Pjizma in the zone. He goes short, slashes and misses. One of the great counter-attacking knocks as Ngidi gets a crack at Pjizma. He comes round the wicket and he does him. All ends up. 2 slips and a gully. He's got to play through the right channel. He comes wide and Pjizma snicks it. He's not going to get 50. Does Wayne give him? He does. Oh boy, that is disappointing. Ngidi's got him. Well, we got sucked into that, didn't we? That is a rookie mistake. The little nip back. What are you back foot driving for? Irvir takes the catch and Pjizma's gone for 46. It's 4 for 283. Well, look, you get into that mode of bish, bash, bosh, and you've just got to keep going with it. Unfortunately, it wasn't a 50 for Pij, but it was a sparky knock. He didn't mess around, and he contributed to England getting 430 off 116 overs, putting us in a good position to knock South Africa over. The boys from overseas trail by 68 runs. Pjizma's got the red, fresh Duke in his hand. Can he finally pick up a wicket in this test match? I'll catch us all in the middle. Here we go. Second innings. Surreal Irvie. I've been calling him Stephen Irvie. Who cares? Not me. Pjizma steams in. This is the most important part. He bowls the first rock and he almost gets a catch. With the bloke underneath the helmet, he concedes first ball. Nice single. We're going to have a look at Aidan Markram early as well. Has he got what it takes to Pjizma? He gets forward and he defends. The bloke under the helmet there I like. You either committed 110% or you let the ball through. In for the last to Markram. He committed. He missed. A well-bowled delivery. One overdone. That's 1 for none. Well, Joffrey comes in and picks up a wicket in the next over, and South Africa on the back foot here as we're into Van der Dusen, and he works this one square for a dot ball. It's just getting these guys to play different strokes. We don't want them to play it straight down the ground. They will leave all day. Well bowled, Big Red. He's just asking the South Africans to bend their back. As he's in, he hits him on the pads inside edge. How was that one? Come on. Oh, we're going upstairs. Yes, we're going upstairs. This looks close. Did he inside? If he inside edged it, he's out caught. Or maybe was it a little bit too high? This is what Pjizma needs. Desperate times call for desperate measures. He's very, very tall. Cross seam delivery hitting that back pad. I reckon this might be going over the stumps. No inside edge, otherwise he'd be out. I think the umpire may have got this right. Yes, Hawkeye comes in, pitched outside off. Hit him in line. Look at that steep bounce going over by a long, long way. Good decision. So we lose the review, but we just let the batsman know that it's happening as we roll in again. Van der Dusen plays across the front. Todd 3 overs bowled, and South Africa are 2 for 1. So they're looking to go very leg side. Do we get full? That we do. We hit him on the pads this time. Might have been outside the line of off. That's a good change up from the big red. Absolutely cooking Rasi here as we get forward, hit him on the pad this time. Once again, it's going down leg. Just hit the 3 pegs, Pjizma. We'll have a look at this. Pjizma's bowled his 3 overs, 2 maidens. He's now had a rest and the score is 133 for 8. How can we not get a wicket in this test match? Come on, tell me someone. We're just going to keep bowling until we get one of these 2 out. That's just the way it's got to be. As we come in and Jansen steps forward and says, bang, baby, give me 4 through cover point. We're absolutely in the zone with the ball as well. And the other blokes just say, nah, Pij, I will have all of your wickets, son. He's as economical as it gets, but boy, please, just give us a wicket as we go through and we've megged Jansen. That is the story of the ball. 40 overs bowled and it's 137 for 8. Maybe a change to Pij at the top of the order to chase these runs, huh? Catch it! Oh, what are you doing, Harry Brook? Just catch it, man. Here we go. Leg gully in place. Short leg in as well. We're not piss farting around as we're in on the length and there's your boy at leg gully dot ball. We haven't tested Marco's badge out. Bend your back, Pij. That he does, and Marco steps back and hooks him over the top. Big Hoss energy. Deal with that. Poor boy. Marco Jansen. Go again. Oh, no, he gets underneath it. Pij hits him this time and goes up and spits on him. So 1-1 in the bouncer club. Last of the 6th. Bend your back. He gets underneath it. Lets it through to the keeper. 46 bowled. And it's 162 for 8. Yes. Wow. I'm done. I am done. This game has broken me. In for the last of our 7th. Jansen hits the full toss to cover. It's no run. I hope you enjoyed that schnick through first slip, you goose. And it's 174 for 8. And shortly after that, the South Africans were bowled out for 197 in the second innings. Pjizma Pant disappointingly getting through both innings without a wicket. He kept it nice and tight. The luck just didn't go his way. But hey, captains can do what they want. So the big Pij decides to put himself at the top of the order for the 4th innings. Strap yourselves in. 129 to get. This bloke is about to let loose. Well, he struts to the middle. 899 runs and a target of 129. Ashki Nortke comes in with a leg gully, short leg, square leg. Pijma's not messing around as he gets a short one and he tries to bang it out of England. It's been a filthy first over from Nortke. Have not been able to get the bat on anything. He rolls in for the last of his first. He lengthens up. Pij gets the leading edge. Dribbles to mid-off. He's on the ring because he's doing his dacks as well. We get down the other end for a single and it's 1 for none after 1. And now it's Ngidi's turn. Farming the strike as he rolls in for his first ball. Doesn't really have a leg side as we look to launch it over the top and we kick it. All we ask for is just for some bat on ball. Ngidi in. Pjizma this time looks to launch. He gets a little bit of it, finds the fielder and gets down the other end. I don't mind this field from South Africa. They're trying something. 128 to win. Nortke tries it on the legs. Pjizma lifts it over that leg gully, living dangerously. Brings in a mid-on. Pjizma just leans on this through square leg. Oh, that is what we know. The big fella hits it along the carpet and picks up his first boundary. They pack the slips and still bowl it on the leg side. Pjizma steps across and whips this over forward square. He picks up another boundary. He's on a mission at the top of the order. 13 off 14 if you don't mind. And Geedy doesn't know where to bowl. We go over cover point this time. He stepped outside leg. Has that gone all the way for 6? Wayno, show me your arms. Oh boy, have we just found a 4th inning specialist. Comes out and bangs it over cover point for 6. Now Ngidi would have no idea. None for 17 off his 2, and Pjizma, oh, he stands and delivers. That is as juicy as it gets. Another big 6, 4 overs are bowled, and it's 27 for none. Well, everyone just needs to take a chill pill. Ngidi comes around the wicket. Pjizma stands and he pumps him down the ground for a single. That's good batting from the big dog. Nortje's taken out the leg gully. Good signs for Pjizma. As he gets short, we look to whip it over square leg. No luck. Gets Harry Brook, comes to it. Pjizma gets himself to 37 at a run of ball, and it's been South Africa's hour as Big Rabada's into the attack. His first ball gets pumped down the ground off the front Todd from the Big Red. Big lunge put in at mid-off. They pick it up. He comes back for 3, and he's into the 40s. Only 60 to get. 38 balls face. Nortje into the attack. Still got that short leg, and he bowls some pus down the leg side. We've been starved of the strike. We've lost another wicket. Joe Root comes and meets us. Rabada's in for the last of his second. We step across to the offside. We pencil this in behind square. Can we take the arm on? He's thrown the other way. Get in. He does. We get to 49. That's 66 for 3. Well, now we've lost another wicket. 68 for 4. All Pjizma wants to do is get to 50. Rabada rolls in. Length ball, leading edge from the big Pij. It doesn't matter because it lollipops through extra cover. He picks up a boundary and a much-deserved 50. You'll be guilty. Have some of that. The Proteas, the big Pij, finally gets to 50, and I think he might have found his way to the top of the order for the 4th innings. This has been fantastic. Well, if it wasn't for him, I think the 3 lines would be in trouble. Rabada in for the last of his 3rd. Pij looks to go over the top. He plays and misses 17 bowled, and it's 74 for 4. The 100 comes up for 5. England are going to coast this one in, but if it wasn't for the Big Red, then I tell you what, it could have been another story. He gets a length ball off Nortje, who's starting to fatigue a bit, and there is another boundary. Superb. He just waited on it and then rocked it. Nortje's been good this innings. He just needed some more runs on the board for the Proteas. He gets wide and Pjizma slashes. There's the French cut for 4. Finally some luck going our way. Suck on that, South Africa. Oh boy, that makes me so happy. You know what? If you've stayed here till that moment, we deserve it together. Nortje in again, and Pjizma gets on the front side. Oh, they are 2 of the best shots of the episode. Stop it! And 9 runs to get. Marco Janssen comes in for his first ball, and Pjizma says, get out of here, bro. I'm going to smoke you over cover. He's at 6 first up. He deserves a bit of it. Wayno, get your fingers on it, son. How do we get Pjizma to 100 here? We just go for it. Janssen shot. Oh, he's lifted it over backward point. That's going to be game. Forget about the 100. That is one of the better shots you'll ever see, and that is game over. Wickets in the end. Pjizma, Pant, take a bow. We had absolutely no luck with the ball, but we turned it all around with the bat in the end, playing every shot in the book. French cuts for 4, you name it. And just like that, the 3 lines go 1 up in the best of 3. Travakis picks up his $1,000. Don't know how it wasn't Big Pij in the end, but hey, it is a team game and the boys get it done by 5 wickets in the end. A dirty 97 not out. I don't mind batting 5 in the first dig, but I think, ladies and gents, if we're chasing, the Big Red needs to go down, or not down, go up in the order to see if he can bring the boys home. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for being with us. It was a handy start to the best of 3 series. Pjizma Pant putting in a shift with the bat. A little bit unlucky with the ball, but economical nonetheless. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. Make sure you swing over and catch us in our live streams as well. But until the next one, ladies and gents, look after yourselves and those around you, and I'll catch us in the next one.